Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us on this MLK weekend. I'm Monica Coleman. Now to your top stories. A man from Orangevale is behind bars this morning after police say he set up a number of explosives along highways in El Dorado and Sacramento County. This morning, Stockton police are trying to find the person or people who shot into a home. It happened just before 5 this Saturday afternoon. Police say there were 11 people inside this home at the time. Take a look. It happened here on Stanfield Drive in North Stockton. Now to continuing coverage of a shooting that left a child dead last month. 10-year-old Keith KJ Frierson was laid to rest Saturday. And while the family is still looking for justice for their loss, the 10-year-old accused of shooting KJ won't face charges. But that boy's father is now facing charges. ABC 10's Devin Truby has more about how the community remembers the young life lost. The accused 10-year-old shooter was arrested but is not facing charges anymore. The boy's father was arrested in connection to the shooting and is facing gun and child endangerment charges. Very few details about the case have been released because it involves children. KJ's family told ABC 10 that prosecutors are not bringing charges because they can't prove malice on the accused shooter. This Sunday, ABC 10's Walt Gray catches up with a San Francisco Chronicle journalist about the biggest political stories of the week. Here's Walt with more. And now to the countdown to the Iowa caucus. We are just a day away from the Iowa caucuses, and Republican presidential hopefuls are making their final pitch to voters. It's a crucial weekend for them, but the cold weather could hurt the voter turnout Monday evening. Here's ABC's M. Nguyen with more. Turning now to your dollars and cents. It's being called the biggest year of bird flu in California by the Poultry Federation. For a second year in a row, the bird flu is creating egg shortages and unstable prices for you at the store. Are you planning a wedding, or do you know someone who is? Well, the Sacramento Wedding Festival is happening today. Here's what you need to know. The past year has been a big one in the movie industry. From movies like The Color Purple to the Barbie movie, we saw it all. And that brings us to today. It's going to be an important one down in Southern California. That's because the Critics' Choice Awards are happening tonight. Let's go ahead and check in with my friend Marcus Allen. He's in Santa Monica this morning where the award ceremony is being held. Mark, good morning. So my big question is, with Barbie and Oppenheimer being so big over the summer, do you think people are going to forget and maybe, lean more towards The Color Purple? Take a look at this behind me. It happened again at Heavenly Ski Resort. A bear was spotted on the trails, a stone throw away from skiers. ABC 10's Luke Clary spoke with one woman who took this video. She says it was all a little bit too close for comfort. That's good advice, according to Heavenly Resort. In a statement to ABC 10, the resort says, quote, "Thankfully, interactions between guests and bears are infrequent, as these animals usually move on quickly," end quote. If you see a bear on the slope, the resort asks that you give them space and keep your distance. The past year has been a big one in the movie industry. From movies like The Color Purple to the Barbie movie, we saw it all. And that brings us to today. It's going to be an important one in Southern California. That's because the Critics' Choice Awards are happening tonight. And ABC 10's Marcus Allen is in Santa Monica this morning where the award ceremony is being held. Mark, good morning. Champagne and ice cream for the biggest stars. What a good combination. But before I let you go, Mark, tell me the underdog wins that you think are going to come through. What's your thoughts? That's a true story. You did come in and say Monica, American Fiction is the one to see. All right, Mark, we appreciate you. Have a good time. Tomorrow is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It marks the birthday of the chief spokesman in the civil rights movement. Several events will be happening around our area to honor his legacy. There will be events from Sacramento to Rockland. The start of 2024 has been met with a lot of respiratory illnesses, being called a triple threat. Across the country, a majority of states are reporting high or very high levels of the flu, COVID-19, and RSV, according to the CDC. These spikes can strain emergency rooms, and COVID-19 hospitalizations are still slightly growing. This weekend, John Bartel takes us to one of the only museums dedicated to smells. And sorry in advance, this story does not include smell-o-vision.